Joining us to discuss is Norris Bishop, a real estate expert. Good morning, Norris. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Now, you're an expert on foreclosure, so let's talk about that for a moment. Do you think that there's potential for people in the foreclosure process to have less incentive to fight foreclosure on a home if it's been damaged?
I think so. I think they are more than likely, if they're already upside down in the home, they already have no equity in it, they're probably just going to give up and move on to something else. That would be my prediction on that.
Do you think that Hurricane Sandy could slow down the foreclosure process and therefore the housing recovery that we've been seeing?
I don't think it'll slow down the foreclosure process. A lot of the banks, if someone's in default on their payments, they're going to continue to follow through with the foreclosure process. So as far as that goes, I don't think we're going to see much change. I do think in those areas we're going to see a lot of new growth, and that's going to be a positive thing for the market. But as far as the foreclosure situation, I don't think that's going to affect it.
So Norris, I guess it's a given that insurance costs automatically go up after something like this.
They definitely are going to go up, especially in the hard-hit areas. You're going to see flood insurance premiums go up. In some of those areas, you're going to even see a lot of insurance companies that are not going to be willing to write insurance in those areas. Many areas in Florida on the coast, certain companies just won't write insurance. So when you have a shortage of companies willing to write, definitely costs will go up.
So certain insurance companies can just say simply, no thanks.
In certain areas they have, sure have.
Okay, and what about the impact in, let's say, just outside the New York, New Jersey area? Might people see their premiums go up who live, say, 100 to 200 miles away?
There could be a slight uptick on those prices, but I don't think it'll be anything really significant outside of those areas.
You know, one thing a lot of people don't think about is flood insurance. When you are showing a potential buyer a home, do you always talk to them about the importance of flood insurance?
I always cover that with them. I think if you're in an area, if you're near any kind of body of water or in any low-lying area, even if flood insurance is not required by your lender, I definitely think it's something important to look into. If the cost is not extremely high, if cost is extremely high, then it may not be worth it to you.
Unless you live in an area that's prone to flooding.
Right.
And then you really should just bite the bullet and go ahead and get flood insurance no matter what.
I think so.
Because in the long run, okay, maybe it would cost, what's a typical cost for flood insurance? What's the range?
It varies. In some areas, you could be looking at $500. In other areas, in coastal areas, you may be looking at $3,000
A year.
Yes.
But in the long run, obviously, if it's $3,000 a year for flood insurance and your home gets devastated, your $200,000 home gets devastated, then you're awfully glad you had it.
It's definitely worth it.